to Look in the Mirror podcast, where we keep it all the way real, no play, period. Today is a topic that I know everyone would be able to relate to and probably dying to hear a discussion about it. Because let's face it, it definitely needs to be addressed on a platform where people who may not have the pleasure of having friends to tell them what they need to hear versus what they want to hear. Before we dig too deep into it, I'm going to go ahead and allow our guests to introduce themselves.
What's up? This is Tanisha. You can find me on Instagram _Tanisha TON1SHA_.
Hello. This is your girl, Star Farley. You can find me on Instagram and Facebook under Star, STARR Farley, FARLEY, or my business page, Peach_Dreams with a Z, ENT.
All right, and I'm Tuli, and you can find me on Instagram at KeepThatTuli, TULIE, and you can find me on Facebook under Tuli Marshall.
All right. So let's just get right into it. So today's topic is on friendship. Friends, friendship, just everything circled around friendship, period. Honestly, the term friend is used in so many different ways, and it's also abused in different, in so many different cases as well. For me, honestly, I used to be a person who thought that if we didn't talk every day or if we didn't hang around each other 24/7, etc., how could we possibly, be real friends? But with growing up and everything, I really came to realize that usually your realest friends is going to be people who you don't really talk to every day. Those will be the people that you can pretty much call on and they're going to be there for you. There's just so many different types of friends. You have your party friends, people who are just fun to be around. You have your friends where, y'all just friends by default because y'all been in each other's life for so long. And then you also have, real genuine friends. So we're just going to, get everybody aspect on it, friends, what they think a friend is, and, how to choose friends and things like that. And wherever the conversation goes, it goes. But I know this topic is kind of like a hot topic. Cause everybody consider a friend something differently. So let's just start with, Tanisha.
Well, for me, being a friend is, I'm the person, I don't have to talk to you every day or hang around you every day, all day for us to be friends, because I'm not a sit on the phone all day kind of person. However, if I do call you or if I do need to link, I expect you to be there. Or if there is something where support is required or I need feedback, whether it be positive or negative, I need you to be able to supply that and not be one-sided. And when I say one-sided, I mean just telling me what you feel. Oh, she just want to hear this. I want to hear the different, because I already know in my mind one thing already. My mind is already set. I need you to come to me and tell me a different perspective and be like, hey, you might need to wake up, because I might be looking at it. I'm looking at it one-sided, but you can see on the outside, hey, XYZ, you need to be moving in this direction. Or what if you tried this? I might not be thinking in the way that you getting ready to come at me. So I need that as a friend.
I definitely agree with that, Tanisha, because sometimes, and it just depends on whatever the situation is, but sometimes a person in a particular situation, they can only see it just their way. They can't see it on the outside because they have 9 times out of 10, they have like feelings involved. They have, just personal interest, just a lot of just different things that a person who doesn't have any strings attached or just anything, like if you in love with this person and I'm not in love with this person, you may not be able to see what I see. And that's just with all of us, honestly. Like, if I love, if I love, let's just say, I'm just going to say anything. If I love Young Miami and you don't love Young Miami and you telling me something about her, sometimes, I mean, I may feel blind to certain stuff that you're saying because of, I feel like I love her. This is just an example, y'all, because I couldn't really think of nothing. But yeah, so I may not, you may be able to offer me a different perspective than what I can see because of my feelings in that situation. And I feel like that happens a lot. But, sometimes people don't even want that. Like, you have people who want you to pretty much, agree, like tell them what they want to hear and not what they need to hear. They don't want to know the truth. How y'all feel about it, Tuli?
About how people don't want to know the truth for real?
Yeah, like people really want yes men and friends as friends. They don't want nobody who gonna be like, okay, now you dead wrong. You know you dead wrong.
Oh, I don't have any friends like that anymore.
You don't?
No.
Well, lucky you. Lucky you.
No. I like, if you ask me a question, I'll ask.
All right, so tell us your take on friendship then.
My take on friendship is basically if I call you and I need you for something or I need your advice, I need you to be there. If we go to McDonald's and we only have $10, we both have $5 each. If I need you to be a reference, I need you to be my landlord. I need you to be something. I need you to be there. There's so many toxic types of friendships, and I just can't.
Yeah. So basically, just you feel like if there's like, don't just pretty much be there when it's time to go party. Be there for stuff that matter too.
Right.
Like if I'm trying to, move or whatever the case may be, or get a job, or just, have interest in other things. Don't just have interest in having fun. If it's something that I'm trying to pursue, I need you to have interest in that too. Mm-hmm. I don't, people, but then again, people have different type of friends. Yeah. Because, you have business friends. You have, your people, like I said, that's by default. You got your people who, just like, I don't know. I really don't know how to, I don't know. Because this friendship thing, it can just go like so many ways. How you feel about it, Star?
Well, first of all, there's friends, there's your best friends, then there's your associates, or like you said, friends by default. And I've had quite a few friends that are technically by default. Gotcha. Some of them are still friends, some of them aren't. If needed, we're there for each other, whether it's friends at work, friends that are friends, best friends, friends by default, or whatever. A friend's supposed to always be there for you. They may not call you every day. They may not check up on you every day. But when you need them, you can call on them. When they need you, you can call on them. As far as friends go for me, I don't have a lot of what I would say close friends, especially not ones that I would talk to about personal things. There are maybe a select few that I can count on one hand that I can talk to. But as far as just like the ones that are there that have been there, they call me on my shit. Excuse my language, but when I'm wrong, I'm wrong. When I need to be checked, I'm checked. Whether it's going to hurt my feelings or not. And sometimes I tell them quick, you're not telling me what I want to hear, so I hate you today. I'll talk to you tomorrow. And I'll call them tomorrow, the next day, and I'll tell them, you told me what I needed to hear. And at the time I was in my feelings, I didn't want to hear it. But thank you for telling me and being honest. And I have, like I said, a select few that we're like that about any and every situation. But then again, there are those friends that are your so-called work friends. They're there when you're at work. When you're outside of work, they barely going to speak to you, talk to you. You're not going to hear from them social media-wise. They're not going to text you. You're not even necessarily going to even exchange numbers. Now, some of those type of friendships do grow into lasting long-term friendships where it develops into something else. But for the most part, those are going to stay on a professional level and at work. And then you got those that are by default. When you're around certain groups or when you have certain things going on, they are invited or they're around, they're there. But for the most part, big things that go on or whatever, you won't see them around. They're not getting no invitation to my children's graduation. You know, I mean, that's not what you're there for.
Yeah.
Now, I might send you a wedding invitation because everybody need to see me shine or whatever, but other than that, no.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it just depends on the type of friend that you're referring to.
Yeah. I want to speak on the part where you said, you have some friends that pretty much they'll call you on your BS and let you know, like, friend, this ain't it.
Yeah, I don't want
and you don't want to, you know, you be like, okay, well, that ain't what I want to hear. I'll talk to you tomorrow. But I feel like friends like that are so important.
They are.
They are very important.
And like I said, I mean, I'll call them the next day.
Yeah.
Because I'm definitely going to get off the phone with you right then. When you not telling me what
serious?
I'm dead ass. I'm that spoiled. I am that spoiled. So when I'm not hearing what I want to hear, yeah, I'm going, okay, you said what you said. I feel how I feel. I'll talk to you tomorrow because you're not saying what I want to hear.
I'm to an extent like that too when it comes to my attitude. But when you piss me off, listen to me.
Right. And I know I be dead ass wrong. I know I be wrong, but you my friend. I know you on the outside looking
at,
but
why they're telling you the truth, because they're your
friend.
friend.
That's why we're going to discuss it again. We're going to put it on the table for tomorrow. We are going to hit the gavel like we are in court, and we are in recess until tomorrow. We will reconvene tomorrow morning. That's how that goes.
I'm trying to tell you, when I'm mad, I be mad as I'm ready to get over it.
Now, if it's something, like I'm saying, if it's something I got going on or whatever, and I call them about it, and I'm telling them about the situation or whatever, and they not telling me what I want to hear, I don't need to talk to you right now. And yes, I might still be mad tomorrow, but I'm still going to call my friend and be like, you were right, but I just couldn't tell you that at the time, because had you said it then, I probably would have pulled up on you and just cussed you inside out. I wasn't going to fight you because we friends, but I would have cussed you out and told you ain't shit. Then tell you I love you when I get home.
So you, hold on. So you going to cuss your friend out for telling you the truth, what you need to hear?
Because I didn't want to hear it at the time.
Yeah, but she trying to tell you what you needed to hear.
Right. And I thank her for it the next day. I'm not going to tell you right that day. No, because I'm mad at that point. When I call you to talk to you about it, I'm mad at that point. So, I don't want you to agree with me, but I want you to tell me the truth. But you know how your friend is. Your friend going to be upset. So I'm not going to want to talk to you no more that day.
Yeah, everybody pretty much know how their friends are. So how do you feel about the friends that when you know you're wrong and you call them and they pretty much like condone it or they entertain it? You like that?
I'm not going to say I like that because I know a lot of times I be wrong. Dead wrong and extremely when I get mad, it's all the way left to the extreme. Mm-hmm. So I'm glad to have those friends that do that and that talk to me about it and tell me the truth about it. But at the same time, that's not necessarily what I be wanting to hear. So I have to take the good with the bad when it comes to all of it together. That's the only way I can put it. I mean, I just have to roll with it. I mean, the ones that say what I want to hear, I'm like, yeah, you being a friend right now. So even though your mind is all the way fucked up and you shouldn't think like I'm thinking, yeah, okay.
So if you wanted to go flat some tires or whatever.
Now I got some friends I can call.
You ready? Come on, girl, let's go.
You know what? I used to be that.
I done did stakeouts with friends before. We done staked out outside of hotels and stuff. We don't roll together. Like,
listen, I hope this went racing.
I'm trying to take your whole entire engine out, put baloney on your car.
And I'm that friend that's going to be there. Because I got to connect to help get us out of jail and stuff. Or the extra honey bun when we go to jail.
At some point, friendships got to evolve, though, because you can't just be pulling up on a nigga, I'm going to flat your tire because you pissing me off, because then your ass going to be sitting in jail. Who can bail you out? I mean,
we didn't flat tires. We took the doors off the hinges.
Oh, my God.
Oh, and that was years ago. We've grown, though.
That's what I mean, yeah.
We've grown.
And friendships, if it's a genuine friendship, throughout years and throughout experiences and throughout different things, you evolve. You learn different things by situation, just like you do with anything else. When you select your friends based on who you are at that time. People come and go. People, you here for a season, you here for a reason, or you here for a lifetime. So as you go through life, friendships are going to fall off. You're going to pick up new friends that might have been the best friendships you ever had in the history of your friends, period. It's just different stages of your life is going to bring you different friends.
Right. I agree with that.
And then with friendships as well, each level of a friendship, let's just say a work friend, and that person you party with, and then your close friend. There's a different expectation for each one of those friends.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna hold you to the same standard I do for the person that I done had my friend for 20 plus years as the person I just been working with for 5 years.
Correct.
And then on the flip side, you may have that person that you was working with for 5 years, and their expectations are higher because of what they shown you as a friend.
Right.
So
it really just depends on, I guess, the relationship that you and the person have. Prior to this episode, I had one of my friends send me like a screenshot, and it said that bitches treat certain friends differently, but y'all not ready for that combo.
Facts.
True.
Facts. I think those are facts. You think those are facts?
That's true.
No, certified.
That's true.
Yeah. It said bitches treat certain friends differently, but y'all not ready for that conversation. I kind of think, okay. I kind of think that, what do I kind of think? I kind of think everybody kind of got their favorite a little bit. Everybody kind of got favorites and friends. And sometimes, depending on the situation, I ain't saying it right, but sometimes you may handle people a little differently because, you got favorite people, favorite friends. But for me, I guess it just really, like, when you say handle differently, like, what you saying? Like, are you saying like what you saying?
I think for me, when I hear that statement, when I say you gonna handle that person differently, I think it's about knowing that friend. You might have that friend where you could say, you could be cutthroat and be like, what you fucking up? Like, X, Y. You can give it to them real hardcore, unsugared, whatever you want to call it. But then you might have another friend that's sensitive to a T, and you kind of have to filter what you're saying so that it doesn't come off as you beating them up, but it's still giving them that feedback they need to make whatever change it is you giving them, or you recommending, should I say.
Okay, so let me ask you a question then. So if you got a friend that you could pretty much just be yourself and just, talk regular, but then you got this friend that you got to be super sensitive with, do you think, okay, and let's just say the super sensitive friend is the one that's saying that, oh, you handling me different. Do you think that,
give them a trial run. Treat them the way you treat the other friend and see how they can handle it.
Or something, because it's kind of like a person really going to want to be around somebody who they can be their self around versus if they got to tiptoe around your feelings. Right. It ain't as fun to be around nobody if you got to tiptoe around their feelings every time you around them. Every time you open your mouth and all that stuff like that, like, it ain't as fun. So it's kind of like,
depending on how long the friendship is, that person should already know this how she is, and they should, to be honest, they shouldn't take it in an offensive way because that's your personality. Nobody should want you to come. That's just my take. Nobody should want you to come to the table and cater to how they feel.
Not true.
Oh, okay.
Okay, tell us your take on it.
Tell us something, sis.
Kira, you already know the situation. It was said that I'm too extra. I'm too crunk. I'm too this. I'm too that. Okay, nobody told you to follow behind me what I do. Nobody told you you had to sit by me at my table like people say. If you don't like what I do, you don't like how I behave, you don't like how I act, you don't like the fact of what I'm talking about, get the fuck on. I ain't asked you to be around me. And I mean, that's just how I feel about it. And it's not the nicest way to feel about it, but at the same time, I filter how I talk at church and I filter how I talk at work because my soul and my paycheck. Right. But around so-called friends, there's not a filter other than what's in my cup and what's in my cigar. That's it.
Listen, I definitely feel like you need to be yourself when you're around your friends. I feel like
if you can't be yourself, then that's not your friend.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's how I feel.
I have a friend that her and I have been friends since I graduated in 2000. We met when I was in the 10th grade. She was a freshman. I was in the 10th grade. And we're still friends to this day. Now that she's gotten older and grown, she's more on the bougie side. But we're still friends. And I call her out on it every so often. Bitch, you bougie. Bitch, you was acting real bougie. And she be like, but friend, I didn't evolve. I don't give a fuck, bitch, you eat chitlins that had shit in it before it was on your plate. Stop being bougie. Like,
for the record, I don't eat chitlins.
I do.
Shit in it.
I do with plenty of ketchup. I don't do hot sauce.
Ketchup.
She said she don't like hot stuff though.
I don't do hot sauce. Thank you very much.
Chitlins
But give me a
with
bowl of
ketchup.
chitlins or chitlins that were cooked with hog maws and some ketchup. Baby, I'm in heaven.
That's the nastiest shit I ever heard. The fuck?
Oh my
You need a
God.
soldier boy.
That shit nasty. That shit nasty.
Yeah, chitlin.
Yeah.
Ketchup.
Whatever.
Yeah, that right there.
So I got a question.
Okay.
So speaking on friends, what is your take on confiding?
In friends?
Yes.
I only got
Okay.
3 people that I can confide in for real. Like the rest of them, I wouldn't tell them anything.
Do you feel like you should be okay if I take you in, not necessarily take you in, but if I say we friends, I should be comfortable enough to tell you whatever is going on, or do you think you should assess the friendship first? And I'm just gonna say for me, when I become friends with people, I'm a friendly person, but I don't have I can tell you, I can count on my hands the number of friends that I've had. That's just the person that I am. Not saying that I'm not friendly, because I'll go mingle and talk to anybody. But I'm just not quick to say, hey, you're my friend. You're my friend. You're my friend. Because I'm big on energy. You're not finna come over here and just be with the bullshit. I'm sorry. And that's just with my friendships. But I feel like with friends, once I say you my friend, I should be able to tell you. And sometimes I feel like that's where I went wrong. Because when I pick up friends, I go and tell, if I'm feeling sorry, let's just say we having a girl conversation about relationships or the shit we done been through in our life. If I feel my group of friends, we hanging, we kicking it, we cooling it, and I want to disclose this, that, and the third, I should feel like I can do that confidently without being judged or without, after the fact, well, damn, it's such and such and such discussing it.
Right.
So do you feel like you should go into a friendship and it be a tell-all because y'all friends, or do you need to give it time and assess the situation to see if they trustworthy enough to get that information? Or should you just keep it to yourself, period? Don't disclose nothing at all.
Okay. So I answer that question. Okay. So honestly, I feel like you should assess the friendships. I feel like the example that you gave, if you in a group chat or something like that with all your friends or whatever, and something is disclosed, like we all just talking about relationships and something is disclosed, I don't feel like for me, I don't really like to use the word judge, because if you telling me something and you want my opinion and my opinion ain't what you want it to be, you can't call that judging.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's just how I feel. So it's a difference between judging, and it's a difference between, okay, you told me this is my opinion on it. Because I think a lot of people, kind of mess up judging with opinions. They confuse the two together. But I definitely think that you should assess the situation and before you start just blurting out your business to people. Because, and the reason why I say that is because, you know, sometimes people take stuff in like that, and when they'll talk back to you and say, okay, well, this is what you should do, blah, 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 but they really don't really be concerned for real about what you really should do. They really just want to, it really just be something for them to talk about, just to be a part of, to be nosy about. You know, they really not interested in like what your next move is going to be or how it really got you feeling, or, you know, something of that sort. So I think,
general concern.
Yeah, no general concern. More so of, ooh, girl, you heard this, or you know this happened, or you know this happened. So, you know, people like to know other people's business, and people like mess.
It's a talking point for another conversation.
That is correct. So for me, I can't speak for anybody else, but for me, all my friends know how I am. So pretty much, if you telling me a situation, and, you know, sometimes I might not be the most sensitive person when it comes to, let me just say it, bullshit. I'm not really the most sensitive person. So if you really want to hear like a sensitive response over something, then really don't come to me at that point. Come to me when you ready to hear, okay, this is how I'm looking, or this is how, you know what I'm saying, it is. Don't come to me when you want me to be like, oh, don't come to me at that point, because you ain't gonna do nothing but be mad at me, and you just gonna be mad.
And I think that comes with people knowing their friends, because you have friends that'll sit and be like, oh my God, I'm so sorry that happened to you, XYZ, and then you got other friends, look, bitch, like,
yeah,
you already knew this was gonna happen anyway. Why, like,
yeah, that's me. I'm sorry, but that's me. I mean, I'm going to show empathy, you know, a little bit. Okay, I ain't gonna lie. It just depends on the situation. If it's something that, you know, I don't know. If it's just something, like I said, you can't help what nobody do to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm married, and I still can't help. If Luke decide today he want to go out and see another woman, I can't help that. But what I can help is how I choose to move after that. So, I mean, you can't help what nobody gonna do to you, but I do feel like it's very, very healthy to have someone in your corner to let you know, like, to give you that reassurance, because to let you know, like, hey, you know, you a good woman. You know, you really don't have to put up with it. You know, like, people
or
need
how to
that
poison
reassurance.
them and get away with it.
No. You know, people really do need that reassurance. And I used to be, I'm not gonna lie, I used to be a person that would be like, you know, I won't necessarily tell you to leave him alone, but I used to be like, what is it? What is the problem? Like, what is going on? I don't get it. That used to be me. But then I had to sit down and think, everybody is different. Everybody have a different tolerance. Everybody, you know, people are with people for different reasons. You know what I'm saying? So as long as this man ain't just, you know, you know, just anything, you know, long as he ain't like, you know, got your life, like threatening your life and stuff like that, people move on their own terms. And you can't, you know, you can't really control that. All you can do as a friend is, if that person come to you, you just tell them, you know, hey, you know, you're a good woman, you know, you don't have to put up with it. This is how you know, you need to set the tone. Don't allow him to do that to you. If you want to stay, stay. But moving forward, it need to be some changes. You need to let him know that that's not cool. Don't give him a high five for cheating. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Because stuff like that, it don't do nothing but build habits. And they just going to keep on doing it and keep on doing it. And I'm going to tell you right now, I don't want to keep hearing it. I don't want to keep talking about every time you turn around, that's all that's happening. I don't want to keep hearing it. Because eventually, in my head, I'm going to be feeling like, okay, she a little slow or something.
What you want me to say?
Yeah, what do you want me to say at this point?
I mean, I be asking people, I'm like, do you want my opinion or do you want me to listen?
I think that's very healthy. I need to start saying it.
Do you want my
But some
opinion,
people
or do you
just
want me to
want
listen? Like, if you just want me to listen, then I can listen or whatever. I ain't gonna say nothing. But if you want my opinion, I'm like, do you want my real opinion on this situation? And then I just lay it out there. You be mad, you can cry, you can do whatever you want to do or whatever. I'm still here. Like, at what point do you just give up on whatever it is that's bothering you?
Yeah, because honestly, I honestly can't be the friend who, if my friend hurting, it kind of hurts me.
Right.
Yes.
So to speak. So, yeah, it really hurt me. And it hurts me more when I see that my friend is in a situation and they feel like they're stuck. They can't get out. Because women do feel like that for whatever reasons. It may not make sense to me. It may not make sense to you, but it makes sense to them. So for whatever reason, they feel stuck. And, I just think that people who really care about you, they really, they be affected by that kind of stuff too. They really do. And then let's also talk about friends that always want to receive but never want to give. Like, y'all, we got to stop that. We got to stop one-sided friendships.
Yeah.
Because that ain't it. Because what's going to happen in these one-sided friendships, what's going to happen is you're going to end up losing a very, very good friend because the only thing that you doing from the friendship is taking. And sometimes people think because they have a strong friend or they have a friend that, rarely, have like to go through stuff and stuff like that they think because everybody go through stuff. But y'all need to check on y'all strong friends.
Yeah. They be hiding.
Yeah, y'all need to check on y'all strong friends. Don't always come to a person with your problems. Ask them, hey, how you doing today? Are you okay? Is there anything that I can help you with? Anything that I can assist you with? Anything do you need me to come over and just do? Just anything, especially if it's a person that never requires anything.
And when you do that, be genuine about it. Don't just you checking up on them because I'm going to need them at such and such, or I need them to do this.
Don't do tit for tat.
I'm going to need this information from them, so let me try to make sure I stay in good with them because eventually I'm going to need to come to them for this, that, and the third.
Right. Don't try to be close friends with nobody because you done got pregnant. So, I'm about to have a baby shower. So let me just make sure I keep her on the team.
Right. Your friendship should not be an added benefit.
Yeah. Don't be friends with people. Don't let it be a motive. Because people do that. I mean, it sounds crazy while I was talking about it, but I really do think people do that.
I know people that do that.
Yeah, they really do that. So,
I had this friend. She would occasionally buy me stuff and bring it to me or whatever, just on the fly. But I guess it was leading up to her asking me something. She wanted me to put her car in my name, the registration. Yeah, and I felt bad. I used to be real nice. I felt bad. And
what did you say?
She had 2 kids. You did it.
Look at y'all face.
Oh,
She was over in Phoenix City just riding, getting all the little parking tickets. I'm all the way, I went to Florida. I'm chilling in Florida, whatever. My grandma called me. She was like, you got some mail at my house or whatever. You got some tickets over in Phoenix City.
Wait a minute.
What you doing over in Phoenix City? I was like, Grandma, I live in Florida now or whatever. What are you talking about? And then I thought about it. I was like, dang, I did let this girl put her car on my, register her car in my name and stuff. You got all these tickets. And then I hit her up. I called her. I'm like, okay, why her phone going straight to voicemail? This bitch done blocked me. She blocked me on Facebook. Everything. I didn't understand. And I was at first I thought she had just deleted her page. And then I looked on my brother's phone and I saw her page. I'm like, she just really blocked me. And all I was calling was to ask her, how you gonna go about paying these tickets?
Right.
Or whatever. You know what I mean? So, I ain't even gonna tell y'all how that story even ended. But eventually I had to get the stuff up out of my name. But she did some other stuff. And the only thing that I was nice to her. And, like, I feel like she just really used me.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Yeah, I got all kind of
that's so crazy to me. But again, I do think that people, I mean, you have people that's genuinely your friend, but then you got people that, you know, they just love, how do I say it?
beneficial friends.
They like beneficial friends, which I feel like everybody should have beneficial friends, but don't.
It should be two both ways.
Yeah, like don't, like Tuli said, don't try to be my friend extra hard because you know you got something coming up and you know you can't depend on the ones that you think so highly of, right? You can't depend on them because all they want to do is just show up, right? But you want to try to be all buddy with me because you know my personality. You know I'm a person that gonna go above and beyond and not expect nothing in return, etc., etc. But yeah, like people really do that. People really do that. And I really had to slow down as a friend myself because for me, all my friends know I can be a bit overboard. Like
To people so much is exhausting.
yes, like
You ain't getting it back.
Right.
yeah, like yeah. It's like yeah.
I used to be way too friendly. Like I ain't lying. I had got my first apartment, and this girl, like one of our mutual friends, they were telling her like, I guess it was supposed to be a joke. They thought I was gonna say no, but I really said yeah. They were like, ask Tuli if you can stay with her or whatever since she ain't got nowhere to go. So this girl ain't have nowhere to go. Like, and all her family wouldn't even let her stay with them. So that should have been a red flag. But I was just being a nice person that I am. I let her come stay with me. I was like, she was getting food stamps. She had no money. She was like, I'm going into the military in 2 months. I was like, okay, well, you stay here for 2 months. That's fine. I was like, you don't have to pay any bills. Just buy your own food and don't touch my food. Like, just buy your own food. That's it. Like, this girl was inviting, like, different men to my house, like, every night. And I don't even like company like that, like, at all.
Right.
Like, she had a different man over my house every single day. Until finally I was like, y'all need to, like, at one point, she had, like, 6, I working from home. I could hear them downstairs. She had, like, 6 people over my house, like, just chilling or whatever, talking about I'm her roommate. And I finally had to be like, I got 2 bedrooms in this apartment. One of them is my bedroom, one of them is my office. All of your stuff is downstairs. You are not my roommate. Don't tell anybody that you're my roommate. And all of y'all need to leave. Like, she was stealing money out my purse. Like, I don't count cash. Like, I really don't carry cash. She was stealing money out my purse. Like, she was just stealing clothes. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I really want to do that.
You know what she would have had me messed up at?
No.
She would have had me messed up at when you start inviting people over here like you pay bills. This is not your house. I'm being generous to you to let you live here for free. This is not your house.
Yeah, she had went off. Like, I'm like, I had to go off on her. And, like, you still in my clothes. Like, I have clothes. Like, just at that time, I had clothes. Like, if you want some clothes or whatever, you can get some clothes. Like, I can give you bins of clothes. Like, just don't touch my clothes that I like to wear every day. Like, I wear the same stuff, like, over and over again. So, she was touching my clothes. She was stealing money. Like, and the way that I found out that she was really stealing money, y'all, I left 52 cents on my floor in my room. Like, why are you upstairs besides going to a bath?
She took the 52 cents.
She took the 52 cents off the floor. When I tell y'all I went into another mode. She was like, I was like, why you ain't looking at me? I like people look me in my eyes. Look me in my eyes while you're talking to me. Don't talk to me and be looking over there or whatever, because then you're going to make a mess talking, but your eyes are black or whatever. Your eyes look evil. I'm like, I don't care.
I said, evil your ass up out of him.
That's what I'm saying. And I did.
Then
She jumps in the car. Look, she jumps in the car with somebody talking shit about me.
And who car? Oh, somebody else car.
I'm saying she jumped this up, but she didn't know that they knew me. The girl was blowing my phone up. I was like, why is she calling me so much? I called her back, and she was like, this girl, whatever. I was like, yeah. She was like, girl, she just wrote me. I just picked her up for somebody or whatever, and she was just talking cash shit talking about some, I was lying on her and stuff. I'm like I had to call the police. Well, no, she called the police on me at my apartment. And then she sent me all kind of messages talking about something, well, you got to give me 60 days or whatever. And I said, bitch, I'm going to beat you up every single day that you in my house if they make you stay in my house. Like, I had to go get, like, an eviction notice. They told me something, well, she can be there for 6 days. I said, I'm going to beat her ass each one of them days that she in my house. Each one. She bring her ass back to my house, she gonna get beat up. Like, you don't got no key to my house. Don't no mail come over here. Like, I don't have to give you no 6-day notice. Like, all your shit on the porch. Go get it.
Yeah, you were definitely nice for that because, yeah, that's wrong.
It was stupid. That's what it was. It wasn't nice. It was stupid. Like, I felt like I got played. And then she tried to make me seem like I was the bad person. I'm like, I ain't even
that's how they do.
About you.
That's how they do. That's how they do. I'm telling you. That's how they do. You can be there for a person through whatever. The one time that you're not, it's just like you never was. You the most terrible person ever. They gonna light Facebook up talking about you. Family too. Family the main ones. I'm tell you now.
I don't even fool.
Family the main ones.
I don't even fool.
They gonna light Facebook up talking about you. You can support somebody for years, and when you stop, when you finally say no, you ain't shit.
Never said yes.
Yeah, you ain't shit. So, yeah. So, yeah, that's what I got to say about that.
I had all kind of toxic friends that I had.
I was just going to say, do you think it's a such thing as a toxic friend?
It is.
I do think that.
The worst kind is.
I think that.
The one is that think that your girlfriend or your boyfriend, you can't do nothing else without them. You need to consult with. You got to talk to them every single day. Like, girl, I'm not your girlfriend. Like, I am not your girlfriend. Like, I have a whole man. Like, I have a whole life besides you. You do not have to call me every single day, like 30 times a day. Like, I can talk to you one time a day. That's fine or whatever. But when you got to know my every move, and if I go hang out with somebody else, you mad? Like, come on. What do you
People do that.
I know.
People do that for real.
I had one just like that. And
People do that. But for me, I just kind of feel like, I don't really feel like that. Like, people who I consider my friend, they can go hang out with this person, that person. I really don't care because I feel like with me, I feel like my friendship is secured. I think people only really be jealous and care about stuff like that when they feel like their spot is not secured in a person's life. They feel like, oh, if I go hanging with this person gonna be a better friend to this person than me. So, you know, that's whatever. But for me, I mean, I just feel like that's all stupid because like you said, y'all don't go together. It don't matter. If I want to go to lunch with you today and go to dinner with you tomorrow, I should be able to do that. Right. Like, we don't have to do explanations on nothing, like as far as that kind of stuff go.
I watch too many crime shows, so I got friends. I be like, who is this new friend you talking about you finna go to lunch with? I need to know who you going with because I need to know who to tell the police did what to you if you don't come back within the next 24 to 48 hours. And my friend just be laughing. She was like, you act like I can't have no new friends. I said, you can. You can have as many as you want. But the real ones that's been here for years, need a little bit of background information. Because I done told you before, if you ever came up missing and I don't hear from you within a week's time frame, you know what person I'm going to blame it all on. So if you don't want that person to get the blame, tell me who you with. I need to know a little something.
Some people are like that because let's just go all the way back to the beginning of what we said when we talking about friends or just people in general. We can see something one way. So we can see Susie, like she my ace boon coon. I can depend on her. If I need her to be here, she gonna be here at the drop of a hat. Whereas your other friend might see her as she ain't right. Like she got an ulterior motive. Or she doing this, that, and the third. But you don't see that because that's your friend. So they could be coming at you from that angle. Not necessarily because they jealous or they feel like, oh, you only got to kick it with me. But they see something in her that you ain't picking up on yet.
I believe that.
That happened to me all the time.
I believe that.
Picking up on stuff at all. Like,
I believe that.
Flying over my head. Now it don't. But it used to just fly over my head. This girl... I've been friends with this girl and her sister ever since I was in the first grade. Like, we was like basically they graduated to the point where that was them my sister. Like, everybody kept telling me, they was like, this girl is jealous of you. You can't see that. Like, nah, that just, you know what I'm saying? Making excuses for folks. That just her or whatever. That's just her. No, like, she was straight up jealous. Like, it was on some real weird type stuff after a while. And I'm like, I couldn't even see that. Like, I was so blind to this, like, the entire time.
You want to see the best in her. Like, you were looking at
the best in people.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like to see the evil part of people. Like, I don't be seeing that, like you said, your ulterior motive or whatever.
Yeah.
You got a good family then. Because dealing with my family,
Yeah.
I'm seeing all of the negative.
I don't know.
Okay. Because I don't go into different relationships or different situations thinking the worst in a person or what if this go this way. I try to go into every situation that I'm into, whether it be something business related, it could be a friendship, it could be a relationship, family, thinking positive. You don't never want to go into something and be like, oh, this person out to get me, because the whole time you dealing with that person, you gonna be on edge.
Right.
It's never gonna have the opportunity to be authentic because you already going in out the gate. She out to get me.
Not necessarily going in that way, but you recognize those red flags when you see them. If you've dealt with it time and time again,
Yeah.
you see
I
it.
agree with that.
Somebody show you something,
Right.
and you know when
Off muscle, you already know.
I'm trying to trust people, like, when I meet them until they give me a reason.
Trust God, baby.
Them.
Don't trust people.
But I don't trust people. I'm just saying, I don't trust anybody anymore or whatever. Like, you just can't pull a fast one on me now. I be all,
Yeah.
I'm kind of iffy now about people. I don't know.
How y'all feel about when people be saying no new friends, no new friends, no new friends? Are y'all one of those people that's like no new friends?
Some of your new friends is better than your old friends, for real.
Okay. Somebody feel me.
those are facts.
Somebody feel me.
I had a friend that because like I said, I don't really roll. I can tell you, I can count literally on my hands the number of friends I've had through my entire life, and I'm going to be 32. I had one friend that I club hop with. I stayed at a house every other weekend. We was damn near she was like my blood. We was like this, but she was toxic. Mm-hmm. And every time, if I was going through something, and because you my closest friend, you my only friend, I'm talking to you about what's going on, what I feel, and you always got some negatives to say. You the rah person. I'm talking about like she always on go, always 100. But at that time, that was my nigga. It took multiple situations for me to be like, okay, bitch, like,
when you gonna grow up?
Right.
Or you ain't for me.
And believe it or not, it could be the smallest thing. Like, she done did, it was stuff that was done to me personally, and I let it roll off my back.
But she gonna have it.
Exactly, because I'm like, I wouldn't necessarily say I'm gonna cut you off, but I'm not that type of person that just be like, you know what, I'm finna shut it down. It'll take a few, especially if we done put years or we done put time into some stuff. It'd be like, because at this point, we didn't develop relationship with each other, kids, because we was around each other that much. So
you're vested in each other.
Exactly. It's not an attachment just to you. At this point, I love your girls like they mine.
Right.
And your family the same way. Right.
They cut off.
Right.
So I think the breaking point for me was, it was my baby. Matter of fact, the baby, my Elijah, my third baby. I had him, and it was like a whole issue because she couldn't keep him. Not keeping in mind that he's breastfed. So what you gonna do when he wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning? And because of that, you want to bring up everything that I done told you through our history of being friends.
That ain't true.
Over that?
It's a wrap. We got to go. We got to go.
Yeah. That's crazy.
First of all, I mean, that's your baby. I've had people that had an issue with me about it because I'm that overprotective mama, and I'm like that with anybody else who I see with a new baby. My children, for over 6 months, going to church, going everywhere, they were covered up. The only person in church that held them was me, their father, my mama, or my pastor wife. Nobody else. If you want to see my baby, step back, put some sanitizer on your hands. Don't breathe or look directly in my child's eyes. I'm going to pull the cover back just a little bit so you can see the top of their head. And that's it. They didn't see my children until they was over 6 months old. Yeah, and I had a lot of people that was upset about that. And I told them, I don't care.
But just elaborate on what Tula said. Some of your newer friends or the relationships you pick up new are better than what you may have ever had. Because that friend looking back, I still love her to this day. I never say I can't stand the person, because once I have love for you, I have love for you. That's just period. Yeah. I want to be a friend again, but I still have love for her. But looking back at that friendship and looking back at the friendship now, the friendships that I have now, they completely different. Yeah. It's a completely different perspective. Yeah. And initially starting off, when you used to a certain kind of friendship, being a certain kind of way, and then you get into a different friendship and somebody, just for example, when we talking about advice on different situations, when you over here on side A and it's always been, girl, fuck him, and he ain't shit, and leave him alone, and woo woo, it's all this rah 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 all the time. And you get over here and you get other friends and they be like, well, I hate that you going through that. You a good woman, you don't deserve that, XYZ, you could do better.
It's like they kind of telling you the same thing, but not so much of fuck him, leave him, blah,
it's
blah, 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 blah. It's
not coming negatively.
Yeah, exactly. It's still bringing you aware of the situation, but it's more
coming
so
from love instead of negativity.
Yes,
and
that's right.
Like I tell my friends, when they tell me they relationship problems with her, I'm like, well, when you ready to leave, then that's when you ready to leave.
Right, because only you know what your time, what you're working, what your cutoff is.
You know what you're going to put up with or whatever. I can't tell you to leave or whatever. And I can't do that, because if I tell you something or whatever, if I tell you, well, you just need to leave him alone or whatever. You need to stop talking to him or whatever. He ain't shit or whatever. You don't see that or something, then you still gonna talk to him. It's kind of
and then your conversation gonna be they pillow talk, and you're the bad guy.
Exactly.
Yep, of course.
Which I don't care about being the bad guy, but at the same time, like I said, when you ready, you gonna leave.
Now I tell
them, I'm like, you ain't ready yet.
And I'll tell my friends quickly,
you know. You ain't even gonna.
It is what it is,
like
but
that. You gonna already be packed up. And gone.
Either you gonna stay or you gonna leave.
Like, bitch, I done live.
I tell you what I'll do. This is how I would handle it, or when I was put in that position, this is how I handled it. But you your own person. You can't do like I do. You not me.
Right.
You definitely not me. Truth be told, there are a lot of things that I handle certain ways that most people wouldn't handle that way. Yeah. But that's because we're two different people, and I can give you how I would handle it or how I have handled it if I've been in that position. But at the end of the day, like I tell any of them, it's up to you. Yeah. And there are certain friends that I have that I can come to and I can talk to, or they can come to me and we talk some serious talk on some serious things. And I have some friends that I fell out with, and something happens, and one brought it back to me maybe a couple months ago, and she said, remember that time we got into it? We weren't really talking. We didn't fight or anything. We just had a disagreement. We weren't talking, and something happened, and you called my phone and was like, hey, I know we ain't talking, but let me tell you what I just seen, girl. I just need to let you know for your own peace of mind in your household, and I'm going to find out the rest of the information. I'm going to call you back, and we still ain't going to talk after this until we decide to sit down and talk about the issue we got. And she was like, I really had to look at it like, the bitch is crazy, but she really is my friend, because she really just called me to put me up on game about something, but at the same time told me, I know we ain't talking, so I don't want to talk and chit-chat with you about it. I'm just telling you what's going on. Then I'm going to find out more and tell you the rest of it. Then when we finally sit down and talk about our issues, whatever, we can discuss that in the future or whatever. And we laughed about it because she was like, you thought the hell off, but you was the bestest friend that anybody could ever ask for, because whether it's good or bad, you going to tell that person, and whether y'all get along or not, you going to call and let that person know, and you going to be just a nice nasty with it and tell them, I know we ain't friends no more, we ain't talking, but this was going on.
Right. And going back to the no new friends type thing, what I had to say on that is, I agree. I forgot who said it. I think it was Tanisha. Pretty much, I think everybody should meet new friends. I don't feel like, anybody should be against meeting new people and having new friends. And the reason why I say that is because the friends that, you know, we had when we was 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, sometimes you will grow and those friends won't. They'll stay in that same space. And I do believe in I ain't gonna say you are the company you keep, because you can excel and everybody else, you know, still be whatever. But I do feel like, you know, you need to be around like-minded individuals. For me, I have people who I have been friends with since I was in grade school. And then I have people that just came along at different chapters of my life. And so me, I've never really been against the no. Well, I ain't gonna say that. Maybe when I was young, I think everybody used to always say no new friends when you young. But I think that new friends, that's just like, you know, a symbol of growth. Like just everything. Like no grown woman should be around here proudly saying no new friends, because, you know,
you're not growing.
Yeah, you're not growing. You're staying stagnant. You may meet a new friend that put you on to something. You might meet somebody that's, you know what I'm saying? That, you know, you can't really talk business with your current friends, but you meet somebody else, another friend, and that's pretty much y'all can bounce ideas off each other. Nobody just want to just, you know, talk to. It's cool to have friends where when y'all talk on the phone, all y'all do is gossip and whatever the case may be. But you also should want to have that balance to where, okay, well, when I call this friend, this is a friend of some substance.
Right.
Me and this friend, we can go to Cali on a trip, but we can also go on a business trip too. Mm-hmm. You got to have that balance. Nobody, I'm going to tell you like this. Just having a whole bunch of friends that's nothing but fun, that ain't going to get it.
Correct.
Because 9 times out of 10, them fun friends, they really don't be checking for what you trying to do and stuff like that. Don't let you start selling nothing. Yeah, they not finna buy it. They don't want discounts or free. Right. Let you start some kind of business, some kind of stuff like that. You really gonna see. You'll see, like, you know, you need, you know, different types of friends. Like, you don't need all of the same types of friends. So for me, I got kind of like different types that came different at different times of my life. And a lot of them I don't even talk to every day. I mean, I definitely don't talk to them every day, but I definitely don't talk to them. Sometimes I don't even talk to them on a monthly basis. But it'll be like when we do talk, it's kind of like we pick up like where we left off. It's nothing like we got to kind of be awkward or kind of like try to see, okay, how this conversation finna go, or none of that. We just pick up like we never stop talking. I have friends like that. And, you know, I just think that you have to have that kind of variety. And I had a conversation one time with somebody that said they only want friends that can pour into them. They only want friends that can pour into them.
But once you get full, you got to pour out.
Okay, and that was my response. I said, okay, for me, you know, I'm not going to stop being friends with somebody who I've been friends with forever just because I feel like they don't pour into me. Because it's not always about you. Sometimes God keep you in that person's life because they know that person needs you to pour into them. Right. You don't always have to be on the receiving end. You know, do I have friends that I feel like don't pour into me? Sure. I do feel like that. But do I feel like I want to stop being their friend just because I don't feel like they pour into me? Some of them. But
are you that close to them?
But I'm going to tell you this. My one friend in particular, we've been friends forever. I don't feel like she pouring to me, but I feel like I can't walk out on her as a friend because I feel like she need me as a friend. And I'm not just saying like need me like, you know, like I'm not saying it in a way like, you know, monetary or anything like that. But I just feel like, you know how some people just need you. Like they just need you. That they need your voice. They need that guidance.
Right.
And so for me, like when I had that conversation a long time ago, I was just like, nah, I never stop being my friend. I don't care. She don't got to pour into me. And it's those default friendships that we were talking about. You've been friends for so long that, you know, you just.
I mean, as long as she ain't draining you.
Yeah, like, no, she doesn't drain me.
Yeah, no,
at all. Yeah, she doesn't drain me at all. So, yeah. So, like, I mean, I feel like I'm all for women empowerment. I'm all for, you know, hanging around like-minded people, meet new people, get out there. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be stuck with the same people all the time, because I mean, what more can you do with them people?
Now, I will say that I'm one that a lot of times I'll tell people quick, now, you know, I don't like people, or, you know, if I be in one of my moods and I don't want to be bothered, I'm just going to sit there and be real quiet. And it'll be like, no, not you. Yes, me. I'm very shy unless I've known them for a while. But I have my moments to where, no, I don't want to be bothered with new people, because now I got to learn you. I got to learn your behaviors. I got to learn what you do and you don't like. I got to learn whether I can be fully myself around you and talk to you openly about everything, or do I have to sugarcoat it like I'm at church? And if I have to act like I'm at church with you, then no, ma'am. We talk inside of the holy land. Then that's it. We don't need to be talking out here on the streets. We don't need to watch TV. We don't need to go nowhere together. Because I'm going to want my black and mild. I'm going to want my drink. And if that's not you and you don't like these things or whatever, and you're going to frown upon it because you're new to me and I'm new to you, then we're not going to mesh. Now, there are certain times and there are certain friends that I've had, you know, for years, whatever. They don't like the fact that I smoke cigars, whatever. I don't smoke around them. I'll go off by myself. I definitely won't smoke in a car around them or anything like that. But at the same time, when you have those new people and you have to learn those new behaviors, sometimes I get to the point where I've just got so much weighing down on me, and I tell somebody real quick, this ain't the day, this ain't the week or whatever. I don't need that new energy around me. I just want what's familiar to me. Let me be. And once I'm in a better place, then, okay, bring new people around.
Wait
a minute now. Wait a minute. Wait just one moment. What?
You can't just be telling folks they ain't shit there. You'll call them back tomorrow, or you ain't got time for that.
The folks that know me, they get
Wait a minute.
And they tell me that.
Oh Lord.
Wait a minute. But you okay?
But that's us, right? That's us. Yeah. And then I have those certain friends that I can't talk to like that, or I don't vibe with like that. Mm-hmm. I have certain friends that I have to not treat them like that. I can't just give them 100% of everything that I want to say sometimes.
What are those friends to you, and what is their purpose?
They're still my friends. I still love them dearly. I just know that their feelings are not as tough as somebody else's feelings. And I know I can be hard. I know a lot of things I look at a whole nother way than some people look at. Mm-hmm. And I tell people real quick, if you don't want my opinion, please don't ask me. Because I really do think like a dude. I done dated females and I done dated males. I can give you both perspectives of every situation. Mm-hmm. And if you're not ready to hear it from somebody that can tell you from both sides of it, please don't come here. Because I'm going to tell you the truth about it. Mm-hmm. I'm going to tell you the honest God truth about it. And I've had a friend and we're still friends, but she was doing something that I totally disagreed with. But I sat right there with her when she did it. Because I wanted to see. I don't want to.
What?
You making it sound
First
like
of all, it wasn't drugs
or something.
It wasn't drugs, but let's just say hair dye is meant to go on the hair on top of your head, not everywhere else on your body. Oh. But I wanted to see because I just didn't understand how you finna do this or why you finna do this.
Like why?
And is the lights on when y'all doing this for him to see that you got a different hair color? Like I'm fascinated.
What's the purpose?
And like one of my other friends was like, "Bitch, that's weird." No, that is interesting. Like I get interested in weird shit.
I'm with your other friend. That shit weird.
I like weird.
Cut the hair off. Period.
But it was shaped and different stuff, and so depending on the shape, depended on the hair dye. I was like, that is wow.
Yeah.
You put too much thought behind that.
Yeah, nah, it's a no for me. It's a no for me. It's a no for me.
But I have some friends that I would be like, I wouldn't be comfortable having that discussion with, because we're not on that level. We've not dealt with each other on any kind of level at all to be that close or whatever, that intimate of a friendship. Like, it's certain people, But me and her have been friends for the longest. So for us to discuss, I mean, I went and bought the dye for her. She asked me to go buy the dye. She couldn't go to the store at the time. So I went and bought it.
So you condone this. You just was being a good friend, even though you didn't agree. You were just being
I don't agree with what she was doing, but it's interesting because it was different. That's like a vajayjay jewel. Getting your vajayjay jewel. That's interesting.
Everybody who's listening, do not call me to go buy no dye for vajayjay.
No. For me, I'm not opposed to meeting new friends, but I'm not finna just go out and be like, hey,
hi, my name is Tanisha. What's your name?
Have y'all ever lied to one of y'all friends just to see if they were gonna take it somewhere else?
Like what? Give me an example.
Right. Like if they were gonna take, like, you found out, like, so
yes, I have. I know what you're talking about.
My brother told me that one of my friends was going around, you know what I'm saying, telling my business. Okay. So I told her a few lies, and the lies came back to me. Have you ever lied to your friend?
No, I ain't never
being put in that position. I did.
I ain't never did it.
No, I'm saying like somebody, my brother, like not no, random.
Did you address her? Cause see me, I'm the type of friend I got friends that bottle emotions, and then I got friends who semi-bottle emotions, and then there's me. I don't bottle nothing. If I feel some type of way about you, you're going to know right then and there. I'm not going to wait. I'm not going to have you, like, a person never has to wonder how I feel about them. Because I'm going to let you know. If I feel some type of way about you, you're going to know. But I keep that same energy with everybody, even my husband. If it's something that's bothering me, Luke, no, on the spot. It ain't going to be no, I got my lip poked out until we get home. No, it's going to be on the spot. I'm just that type of person. I always have been. Nobody that's walking has to think like, I wonder if she like me. I wonder if she not like me. I wonder if she like me. Because
I get what you're saying. So it's kind of like a friendship. If I feel a certain way about you, I'm going to let you know. So, was it something that you were saying about another friend to her, or was it a different situation?
No, it was like some personal stuff. Like, I'm like, how you know? I'm asking my brother, I'm like, how you know about that? And I was like, he was like, well, this person or whatever, his girlfriend told him what my friend said. I'm like, okay.
So then you told her to lie.
I got a little game for her.
So she
went back around.
Her friend, and then her friend laid up pillow talking with her man. Right. And her man got it back.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's my blood.
Right.
Like,
So for me, instead of telling a lie, I just would have said, okay, I was told that you said so and so. I just want to know that you do that.
You don't even have to. You know who you talking
to. The thing was only a few people knew about it, so I couldn't really pinpoint her. Because my brother said that was her, so I only told her to lie.
Got you. Okay.
So I had to pinpoint. I said, so you remember when I told you
blah blah blah
blah or whatever? You know that was a lie, right? And you went and told somebody else. Yeah, gotcha or whatever.
Are y'all a principal person?
Yeah.
Me too. It could be the smallest thing, but for me, I'd be like, it's the principle. It's the principle that you would handle me in that kind of way. It's the principle that you would do that. It's the principle. For me, I'm a real principle person. That can be kind of toxic a little bit. But for me, it be the principle. It be the principle.
If you avoided me about $5, I didn't even want $5 back. But the fact that you avoided me about the $5 and you can't talk to me, and now you just stop liking my stuff on Facebook or whatever. I notice you, like, I see you,
Mm-hmm.
It's $5. I don't even care about it. I don't even want $5 back. But you ain't even gotta start acting different because, like, this one girl, she was like, I need my tags expired. I need $92 or whatever.
Why everybody be asking you for money for their cars and tags and stuff?
I don't know, and I be like,
you got that on your forehead,
on my forehead or
something.
So I'm like, okay. I don't feel. I mean, like, I be having a soft spot for people with children, and like when you driving with your kids and all that stuff, whatever. So she asked to borrow $90-something. I was like, well, I got this amount you can get, or whatever. But she was like, well, I'm gonna pay you back when I get my child support, and I'm like, okay. I wasn't even expecting it back. I just gave it to her or whatever.
So you had.
So I had it in my mind that I wasn't expecting it back, but the fact that when I have to hit you up, why do I have to ask you?
She kind of like stopped calling and texting after that or something.
Why do I
have to
ask you about my money? Why you just didn't put my money back on Apple Pay the same way you got it? Why I have to ask you about my money?
Because she wouldn't have no intentions of giving it back.
Exactly.
So you had.
And I do that.
It's not you had opportunistic friends.
Right.
Them not my friend. She's not my. Like, I could say that she's a friend of a friend. Okay. Or whatever. But my thing is, why did you even feel comfortable? Like, and I kind of felt.
Probably watching how you maneuver with your friend.
My friend, that's what I'm saying. Like, so you watched how I move with my friends, whatever. Then you had.
She said she gonna try it.
Right.
Opportunity.
So she did.
She said she gonna try to see what's going on.
I just count you as a donation or whatever. I write you off on my taxes.
Don't block that. And then blessings from God gonna rain down.
I'm telling you. And people need to start. I'm telling. Okay, so we going up to. We finna have to close it out in a minute. But I do want to say, if you have a real friend in your life, you need to handle your friend with care. Y'all do not be handling your friend all, reckless and like somebody owe you something, or like they obligated to stay in your life and all this kind of stuff like that. I'm real big on the principle. I'm real big on loyalty. Like, don't be handling people just any kind of way. And especially if you know that it's a good friend. Like, good friends don't come every day. I'm going to tell you that friends, well, quote unquote, friends do. It'd be easy. Everybody call everybody their friends. Mm-hmm. But a good friend, that don't come around too often. And yeah, y'all better appreciate the ones y'all got because, yeah. And y'all got to learn how to have more patience too with friends. Because I do feel like people, I really don't want to go into this subject because I feel like we're going to go all the way over on this podcast.
So I got one. So question, when we talking about patience, let's say you got friends, we all got friends, and you and your friend have a disagreement.
Okay.
Is that an automatic we ain't speaking no more?
Hell no, that's life.
No, you have to think of it on both
sides. It depends on the argument.
Don't have that patience.
It depends on the argument. Yeah. But I do think if y'all are real friends, I feel like once y'all have calmed down,
smoke clear, you should be able to
smoke clear. Y'all should be able to come back and talk about, and get over and talk. If it wasn't nothing that was deep. Because sometimes friends will get into it and they get to cutting each other real, real deep to where you can't come back
from it.
Yeah.
Or if it's, like you said, the principle. If it's something and it's a principle that you believe in as far as like how somebody handle their children or raising their kids or whatever. My thing is, I'm not going to tell nobody how to raise their kids or whatever. But if I see that you allowing your teenage or preteen child to be doing drugs with you or whatever, I can't condone that because I'm a mother and I got principles when it comes to stuff like that. So if I'm telling you I can't condone that or whatever, and you get mad and you stop talking to me, that's fine because you're not a good friend or parent in my eyes.
Yeah. People will get mad at you and stop talking to you about stupid ass shit.
Very.
Like if you don't agree with something that they agree with, they want to be mad and call themselves not talking to you and stuff like that. To me, people like that, you ain't really my friend like that anyway.
Exactly.
You want somebody to pretty much clap for everything you do, or you just want somebody that's going to agree with. Like,
Yes,
to me, real friends don't agree with everything.
Right.
And shouldn't.
If you got somebody that agree with everything you do and everything you say,
It's
then
fake.
You might need to look at them.
Then it's fake.
Like,
That shit
do you have an
programmed.
opinion?
That's fake.
That shit like a robot.
Where's your opinion?
I don't know no friend that I agree with everything they say and do and everything they do.
Either they fake or they trying to fuck you. They trying to get in where they fit in.
Wait a minute.
That don't make sense to me, guy. It ain't nobody that's just that darn funny or that darn, incredible to where you agree with every single thing they say and do. That don't make sense to me.
No.
So what's a deal breaker for y'all?
In friendships.
Yeah. Like, that's it. Like, no.
Let me see.
If I had a friend for over 8.5 years, and she would get into her moods where she didn't want to talk or whatever, and I would always chase her down, calling, going to your job or whatever. What's going on? Oh, I just didn't feel like being bothered. Okay. And this is how we start back talking every time, because I had to go behind you. Being that I'm the oldest one, never did anything to you. You didn't do anything to me. You just did this every so often. So after that 4th time, I was like, it's been 8.5 years of the same thing back and forth each time. I'm done. And I was like, y'all can speak, but to me, that's a ghost. She dead to me.
Mm-hmm.
That's it, because it felt like it was very one-sided.
Mm-hmm.
Even though we've been through multiple different situations or whatever, but when it came to you just getting in your feelings, and it's not necessarily anything about me and you just in your feelings about any and everything or whatever it is. You may not even be in your feelings. You may just not want to be bothered. You're not picking up your phone for calls, text messages, for nothing. To the point where I have to just come out your job to see that you still living.
Been, though? Like,
since that happens?
no, I'm just saying, how long do it be before you reach out?
I mean, I would contact maybe once a week or so. And when I'm not hearing back from you and I know you hitting the road all the time, you could be lost in the woods or something. Anything could have been to happen to you. All I ask is that pick the phone up and text me back or something and say, I'm okay. I just don't feel like being bothered. That's all I ask. Because everybody know me. My mind, I be nervous as hell. And my mind is, you done went on the road and stopped for gas somewhere and somebody saw your pretty face and they done kidnapped you. Now you was taped to a tree somewhere and we not going to find you because they stole your phone and put it in the trash can. It's gone all the way left.
Your mind be going left field. Right. So your deal breaker is pretty much one-sided
inconsideration and one-sided friendships.
So what's yours?
Mine is lying to me. You ain't gotta, you do not have, I'm the one person where you ain't gotta lie.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just be straight up. I'm still gonna respect you or whatever. Just don't lie to me. Like, I cannot. That's my deal breaker. Lying.
Yeah.
That's my deal breaker with
y'all
family.
see she feeling her drink right.
I stop talking to. What?
Yeah, you see her eyes a little
you
low.
See she feeling that drink.
Her eyes going a little low. Like, yeah, that's
she
mine.
keep picking
it
up and it's empty.
I'm just saying. I'm gonna eat this fruit out of it.
My deal breaker, I think my deal breaker is probably, I don't like to be mishandled. And yeah, not saying that we can't come back from it, but so I don't even know necessarily if that's a deal breaker, but that is very important to me. I don't like for nobody to like question my character, and I don't like being mishandled. When I feel like that, when any of those happen, it'd be a real problem for me. But I do let my friends know, though. I don't just let them just walk around thinking, you know what I'm saying? Like, I like to talk, I will tell you whatever. So, okay, you can go, Tanisha.
Mine will be, don't be fake. You gotta be fake. For me, to me. Like, I don't, just be authentic. Just be 100%. Like, don't be fake with me. Because when I come to you or whoever, you gonna get the goofy, you gonna get the turn up, you gonna get the attitude if you piss me off. I don't be fake with me, cause I'm not gonna be fake with you.
But some people don't even know the real them.
Yeah, but I get what Tanisha's saying.
But I know what you're saying.
I get what Tanisha's saying though. Like, it's really not that serious for you to play foot with me. You don't have to play foot with me. If you don't like me, don't talk to me and don't be around me. It's never that serious for you to feel like you have to play foot with me.
Yeah.
Right.
Cause I'm not that pressed. I promise you, it's not that serious. Not gonna lose no sleep because you feel like you don't like me, or you know, you don't have to. And again, sometimes people feel like they obligated to talk to you because another person that y'all talk to you. You don't got to talk to me because this person's talking to me.
And I'm really very blunt about that situation. I would tell a person real quick, they not fucking me, they not paying my bills, and they not taking care of my kids. Fuck them and how they feel with a sick dick in there.
Oh my God. Y'all. So listen, we done went in all kind of directions on this friendship conversation. And yeah, it's about time for us to wrap it up because we actually done went over than what we were initially shooting for. But you know, with the friendship conversation, you really can go on and on and on and on. I still feel like it's a lot of hot topics that we didn't hit. Definitely. So there
friendship
may
in
be
the relationship between
2.
man and woman.
Yeah, you know, just it's so many different points that we really
Q&A, because there could be questions and stuff that we ain't even thought about that the people want to know about.
This friendship one can go for like 3-4 hours. Like it really can go so long. Like we can go as deep as just don't, different tolerances. Like keep that same tolerance you got for everybody that you got for me. Right. Like
don't
down
that's fucking energy.
Yeah, like for real. I'm just gonna say this, and I ain't even gonna go into it. But I hate. Tanisha know this. I said quick too. I hate. I hate, despise it. That
and hate
if
a
your
strong
friend,
word, baby, so she hate it.
Yeah, I hate this. It's a strong word. I hate this. I hate when it could be one little thing with your friend and it's the end of the world, but don't let no nigga do no one little thing.
I swear to God.
Bruh, hold on. When you get to talking about friends and niggas, for some reason, they don't compare. They don't compare. You can
because
say...
They not fucking them.
It don't matter.
To that.
It don't matter. But sometimes your friend...
If your friend was fucking you would feel the same way you felt about that nigga, though.
No. Because some of these niggas be sorry and all they doing is fucking you. Right. But you be depending on your friend for sanity. You be depending on your friend for other stuff. Mm-hmm. So for me, you need to keep that same energy. Don't have no different tolerance level for your friend than you do for this nigga. If you gonna let this nigga play with you time after time and time after time and time again, don't just try to act like you want to have attitude with your friend about the smallest little thing. Mm-hmm. But you know what? On that note, y'all, let's wrap it up. I want to thank y'all for tuning in because like we said, this friendship thing can just go on and on and on and on and on and on. But we do have to wrap it up because we don't want y'all to be sitting here listening to this long podcast. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. This is your girl, K Mira. Follow me on Instagram at K_Mira. Facebook, Rakira McKee. YouTube, Look in the Mirror podcast on all platforms. And again, we had Tanisha, Star, and Tuli joining us. And yeah, let us know what y'all think about this. Share, subscribe, like.